Welcome Crossriver United family. We're so glad that y'all can join us virtually this year for our Memorial Day workout honoring Lieutenant Michael Murphy. Hopefully you had the opportunity to read the citation beforehand. If you didn't, maybe go ahead, press pause and go back and take a look at that again. We're going to take you through your workout for today, a couple options. If you've been doing at-home workouts with me and Becca, we are going to attempt a half Murph when we do this workout. Can't wait to see you guys all back in the gym with all your smiling faces, but trying to keep you all happy, healthy, and safe as we get back into our normal swing of things. So if you have not touched the pull-up bar in the past 2 months and been doing the at-home workouts for you, we highly suggest doing a half Murph, which we'll talk about, versus the full RX version of this workout. The Murph workout as written is a 1 mile run cash in and a 1 mile run buyout with, in the middle, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, and 300 air squats. Now, this is a workout that you can partition however you would like. Think about whatever option you choose, which is why we're opting to do a half, basically 800, 50, 100, and 150. For that, your workout shouldn't take you longer than maybe an hour, hour and 15 minutes. Breaking up the reps, doing something that's smart sets, partitioning in a way that's going to keep you moving through. Maybe this is tackling like a Cindy workout in a 5, 10, 15 pattern. Or let's say push-ups is your sort of weakness, although after all the stuff that Drew's been programming.
I was going to say, your pull-ups or your push-ups might be the easiest
are going to be your strongest point at this point. Something that's just going to keep you moving throughout all that workout.
You can even do the 1 mile run and then half everything in between, and then like do the 1 mile run.
Yes, for sure. So, yeah, exactly like Becca said. Keep your run the same, half your push-ups, your pull-ups, push-ups, and sit-ups in the middle.
Might be your fastest run since we haven't been home all this time, you know?
I know. Well, I'm doing a lot of running. Couple options for variations if you don't have access to a pull-up bar or opting to do a sort of no pull-up version of Murph. We love a bent over row. You can do these with 1 dumbbell or 2 dumbbells in hand, leaning your body forward on that 45-degree angle, really pulling into those armpits every time. You can also do the same movement with 1 dumbbell holding on the outside of the dumbbell. You could even do it with a barbell. Think that your weight-wise should be something that's light to moderate. It is still extremely high volume, whether you opt for the half version or a full version of Murph. If you do have access to a rig and maybe you've been practicing a little bit of your pull-ups, you could always do a seated pull-up sitting underneath your pull-up bar. You can do a supine barbell row or even a banded pull-up as an option as well if you maybe have a handful of pull-ups but not the volume involved for a half or full workout. Remember, we want to see you guys all back in the gym real soon, so we don't want any torn hands, no bleeding, no bruises, and excited to really just jump into things with y'all. Yeah. Ooh, nutrition-wise, most likely it's going to be hot, sweaty, muggy, humid, wherever it is that you're doing this workout. Do you have any fun nutrition tips for us, Becca, keeping y'all moving along?
I have a plan. All right, so Sunday, I would just make sure you eat a good supper. So make sure you have carbs and a good source of protein. Know your body going in on Monday, so don't change anything drastically. So don't just like pound a thing of pasta the night before, because then you might see that the next morning. So make sure you keep it to what you know your body likes. An hour to 2 hours before, maybe a nice carb and protein. Try to keep away from the fat because it'll slow you down a little bit. And then make sure you have some kind of electrolyte or Gatorade, last chance if you need that, just to sip on it since it is going to be hot and humid. And then afterwards, just try to get some carbs and protein in as well, and then maybe a nap. It's my favorite thing after Murph.
Nap. Yes, nap, spending time with your friends and family, and hopefully some relaxation and a little bit of vacation before getting back into the swings of somewhat a new norm for all of us.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we're going to get you all warmed up for today. We're going to take you through a nice little warm-up, get the heart rates up, get you all prepped to tackle an awesome workout, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, no, I don't have my clock going today, that's all right. we'll do it all by on the watch. Okay, we're gonna start getting that heart rate going. We're just gonna do some classic jumping jacks. Here we go. We got about 30 seconds ahead of us. 15 seconds. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, bring it on down to the ground. I want you to bring that left leg forward, hands inside to start. Really pressing that hip flexor into the floor. Now go ahead, drop that hip, reach and twist toward that knee, and then back down. We're gonna do that 3 times total. Last one. Step that leg back, opposite one comes forward, same nice long lines of that leg back, hip flexor to the floor and hold. And then reach and twist hip down to the ground, rotate, twist open, and back. 2 more. And last one. Hands back down, go ahead, sit back, pick up that front toe and reach toward those toes. Shift your weight forward, bringing that knee in front of that toe. And then set that weight back again, pick up that front toe. 3, 2, 1. Walk that foot back, opposite comes forward. Go ahead, sit that weight back, pick up that toe, nice stretch in that hamstring, reach toward. Foot comes flat, weight shifts forward, knee in front of that ankle, and then back again. And one more time, weight shifts forward. And then go ahead, shift those hands to the inside. You're gonna take that left foot back. Let's go ahead and come on up into a plank position. We're gonna go into 30 seconds of mountain climbers here. And 3, 2, 1, go. 10 in. 20, 10 more. And rest. Go ahead, set those feet up outside those hips. Drop hips down to the ground, drive out on those knees.
It is a sauna. It's a garage right now.
And then go ahead and give me 10 alternating reaches overhead, pressing out on those knees as you reach. There's 5. 2 more. Last one. Good. Drive out on those knees again one more time. And go ahead, sit back on your bum. Feet forward to start. Point and flex through those heels. And point and flex. And point and flex. One more. Point and flex. Take that left leg, cross on over. Big bear hug in. Take that elbow, come on up over the top and add in a little extra twist. Come on, back to the middle, straighten that left leg, cross that right one over, big hug to start. Foot comes down, elbow comes over, a little extra twist. Good. And release. You can take that right leg and you're gonna set that foot up on a 45-degree angle. Front one still comes nice and straight. Moving through that knee, I want you to rotate through that hip. Try to keep your hips nice and square forward. Really working through that hip joint. You got 5 more. 3, last 2, and last 1. That right leg comes straight, opposite one comes in. 45 degrees, and same thing, we're moving through that hip joint. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Go ahead, feet underneath your body. You're going to walk it on over to the front to a plank position. And you're going to give us 5 scalp push-ups. 3, 4, and 5. Go ahead, walk those hands out a little bit further in front of you. I want you to press up to the top of your back, really rounding. You can get on those toes. Send that weight forward, nice long lines, really strong through the top, arching, 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 arching. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those hands back underneath those shoulders again. And this time you're going to give me 10 scalp push-ups. 3, 5 more. 9, last 1. Go ahead, tippy-toe toes into your hands. Keep those legs nice and straight. Open up at the hip at the top. Now go ahead and reach down, touch those toes, and walk those hands out. And now you're going to take 5 steps backwards. And give me 5 more scalp push-ups. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tippy-toe toes into those hands. And roll up, 1 vertebrae at a time. Set those feet up in a squat stance. Hands behind your head. Go ahead, come down to a good morning for me. And then drop your booty down to the ground. Hips come up, chest comes up, hips go back, hips come down. Hips come up, chest comes up, hips go back, hips come down. Up, up, back, and down. Up, up, back, and down. Come on, up to the top. Walk those feet in just a smidge. You're going to give me 10 good mornings. Still send those hips back toward the wall behind you. Get a nice stretch in those hammies. 3, 4, 5. 5 more. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Go ahead, come on up nice and tall. You're going to lunge side to side with a side lunge. So step right lunge, hand together, and left lunge. Together, and lunge. Together, and step. Together. You got 2 more each side. Last 1. And to the flip side. Good. Walk those feet out. Give me 5 more good mornings, but from a sumo stance. 2, 3, 4. Last 1. Good. And we're going to take it back down to the ground again. You're going to bring that left leg forward, really opening up through that hip flexor. I want you to make 3 big circles. So keep that toe tucked under, bottom of that foot off, hovering off the ground. 3 big circles on the left side, and then in reverse, 3 big circles. And then you're going to give me 10 alternating steps. So finishing back on that opposite foot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 more. I feel like I'm doing Murph currently. Give me 1 more step to the opposite side comes forward. Good. You're going to make 3 big circles around and around.
I'm tired. This warm up.
And 3 in reverse. I love you too, I know.
You'll be warm. That's good.
And then go ahead and walk that leg back in plank position and give me 5 more scalp push-ups. 3, 4, and 5. Walk your base a little bit wider, and you're going to give me 10 alternating reaches overhead. 2, 3, 4, 5 more. one. Good. Come on down to those knees. Take that left arm across your body, shoulder down, get a nice stretch. And then same side, hand comes overhead, bend at the elbow, elbow toward the sky, hand down your back. And release, opposite arm in front of your body. And then on up overhead, bend at the elbow, elbow toward the sky. And we're gonna do one more stretch of those shoulders. Take your right hand under, left one over top, forearms perpendicular or parallel to each other, and then lift up through those elbows. Really pull those shoulder blades apart. Hold 5, 3, 2, 1. Down and release. Opposite one comes over. Forearms parallel to the sky. Raise and lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. How are we feeling? Pretty warm?
I'm sweating profusely. Probably feel we're in a sauna in the garage right now.
With the garage
Oh
closed.
my god.
Well, hope you all are feeling nice and warm and ready to tackle our workout for today. Please keep watching for the national anthem before you start Murph, and honoring all of our military and all the ones that we have lost.